Hey yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy, the Flame, the Prince, Anthony here. Welcome back to another banger Roblox video. Today, guys, we are back at it again with that Piggy content. That's the most popular vid on this channel, and obviously I want clout, views, and money. So that's why we're back at it again, guys. Today, we are going to be talking about chapters 10, 11, and 11.5. Question mark. It's been a while since we did one of these, and honestly, I really like talking about it and exploring the secrets of Minitoons' banger game. And yeah, so that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be discussing the notes and basically anything you need to know. I'm going to have a Easter eggs video coming up probably sometime this week, and I'm also going to be talking about how the virus all started sometime this week. So it's going to be a Piggy banger week, guys. So there's going to be a bunch of Piggy content coming out. So guys, if you guys do enjoy these videos and you guys want to see more, make sure you hit that subscribe button and like for more of these bangers. And enough of me talking, let's get on with this banger video.
I'm a redhead, but I still take sausage. I'm a gay nigga, but I still take sausage. My girl's fly, don't take it, man, sausage.
So I know it's been a heck of a long time since we actually did a summary of the chapters, but I'm going to go back to chapter 10. We're going way back to the olden days, you know, to chapter 10. So I'm going to give a little summary of Mall. Okay, so we couldn't tell who is in the trash can, but you notice that the figure ran into the mall. You question why he would go into the mall and hide. Like, what? You guys walk into the mall and find whoever it is. After getting past the door on the second floor, Zizzy wants the person who ran to hide in the mall to show himself. George Pig pops up behind a counter, afraid. He's wielding a bat in case someone tries and attacks him. He asks how you know who he is, and you tell him you and Zizzy's name. You also tell him that you were looking for him when they went to the house. He says that after his family visited the hospital, they acted all strange and scary. He went to the city to find Grandma, but everyone looked scary, so he hid in the trash can. Zizzy tells him to come and with her and you. George asks if he can see his family again, and you tell him that you will find the person behind this all. You go to the safe place, and one of the people say that Zizzy is back with friends. One of them say that you look funny, which I don't approve. Pony says that he's tracked a helicopter signal nearby. You suspect that it is Mr. P and you want to find him. Pony says him and Zizzy will come with you to find Mr. P. Zizzy says that she will be back soon and to take care of George Pig. After Zizzy and Pony and the player head out to find Mr. P and stop him, you all end up at the entrance to a outpost. Zizzy leads you all in, which is chapter 11.
You mouth off, I blow your face off. I mean, then I take off. Nigga, now you see me. Nigga, now you don't.
Soldiers pop out of the holes, that's what she said, in the ground and attack you. They've all been infected. There's a note by Mr. P saying that he's only made 7 potions, and he doesn't understand why everybody is turning just like them. When you ultimately open the huge door, George Pig comes running up behind you. He says that he told Z and Zuzzy that they were playing a game of hide and seek and left to go find the person who hurt his family. He attracted a large crowd of infected soldiers, so Pony and Zizzy are forced to stay behind and fight them off. While you and George go through the door, Pony says to Zizzy that he needs to tell her something in case they don't make it out. She interrupts him by saying she already knows. I think that Pony's coming out of the closet, but that's a whole other video. So subscribe. It cuts back to you and George having found Mr. P on some sort of walkway, though he seems to be a cyborg as his arm and part of his body is mechanic, and his eye is just glowing red. He talks to himself saying he was a disaster, that he's been trying to make things better while only making it worse. You tell him that you've come to stop his evil plans. He seems shocked and doesn't believe that you and George are real and that his mind is playing tricks on him. He says that the people he let down were there to haunt him. George asks you what you were talking about. Mr. P yells that you're both dead and to leave him alone. He then runs down to the pathway away from you two. You tell George Pig that you have to go after him. And that's where we left off.
I'm going to play the recorder.
Now, 11.5 is a weird one. I'm going to make a separate video for 11.5 just so I can spread out some content because I don't want to override you guys with information. But now that we know the general plot, what's going on in between? Because we don't know the backstory of all this, and that's where the notes come in, and that's where we're going to analyze each and every single one of the notes. So let's start with chapter 10 note.
No, George. This game is just for big girls.
It's been a long
So let's start with probably the most famous note in here and the most controversial, which reads, "Don't trust the C ... This could mean don't trust the signal, which, if corrected, at the end of chapter 10, you guys head out to go find a signal. This could lead to trap plotted by TSP. Now the next note reads, "She broke out, but she's somewhere. We need to find her and gather supporters." The person being talked about might possibly be Bunny. We know it is a female because they say her. One theory could be that Bunny is behind all of this and you are the one that broke her out of the school. Bunny could possibly be TSP. We don't know. The next note says, "We could take advantage of this situation for our own plans. Thanks, Mr. P. TSP. This means that Mr. P might be the one behind all this chaos and violence. Or is it? The next note reads, "I'm scared. Everyone's acting scary. I'm gonna find food and hide." This is obviously most likely written by Georgie Pig when he was in the city and saw the infected. He wrote this note and probably went to Grandma's kitchen and retrieved some food. He probably put that note somewhere on him and hid. He later probably dropped it in the mall while sitting on the bench or something. He probably dropped this note when he found it bad and picked it up. So the next note, which actually is hidden, no one has decoded it, but this guy did. So, as you may have known, there was a Jailbreak and Piggy crossover where if you were to actually open up the vault in the bank in the mall and pass the lasers, you would get a free Polly skin. Now, if you looked closely, there was some zeros and ones. Now, this is, I think, binary code or some sort of code. But when decoded, it reads this: "I was attacked by one of them, and now I am here, wandering, just like them." This was most likely written by one of the infected before he/she was infected. Also, another thing to note, I know this is past information we already know, but it's important that we analyze all these different chapters from back then, because all these notes and all these secret hidden things can lead us to the answer that we've all been waiting for that hasn't been answered in chapter 12, which is who the freak is TSP. Now let's go to Outpost, baby.
What is your talent, Rebecca?
I can make a special noise.
Now let's move on to the Outpost. So, the first note we find is, "I looked for her in the forest. She's gone, just as Bunny is, Mr. P." This shows Mr. P was in the forest. This also shows Bunny is infected. This can also prove Mr. P's innocence, maybe? The next note we find reads, "We are upgrading the mall security protocol droids to protect it against intruders and the infected." This could mean Robbie, which is the villain of Chapter 10, Piggy, was one of the droids, but he got infected and turned into a killer bot. This also explains the existence of the metal detector alarms at Chapter 10, the mall. Next note, which is probably the most important and crucial to the story, reads, "I don't understand. I've only made 7 potions. Why is everyone turning just like them? Mr. P. If Mr. P had made only 7 potions, which may include the characters infected by the potions drank, such as, we have Doggy, Teacher, Barry, Foxy, Mummy Pig, Daddy Pig, and Peppa Pig, but Bunny did not drink a potion. Bunny could be lying or drank something else." This comes from the YouTuber Creecraft. I'm getting his marriage. Although, now that I'm thinking about it, Foxy never drank a potion. Bunny drank the first potion. Foxy was just attacked by the infected, confirmed by note 15, which I go over all the notes in the previous video, so if you guys want to go check that out, my last Piggy video, go check that out. A lot of notes in the Metro confirm that Bunny drank the first potion, so I don't know what the heck is going on. Next thing, do you know that bullet board with the scribble scrabble? I decoded that. What I did was I decoded it right when it came out. You can see on Nick's live streams, I decoded it, and I came up to the conclusion that said this: "I was attacked by one of them, and now I am here, wondering, just like them." To be completely honest, I don't know what the frick this means. Honestly, Piggy just ended, and can't even speak. My brain is confuzzled, so honestly, I'm just decoding these, and I don't even know what's going on. Honestly, I just want Piggy 2 to happen, and let's get this bread, because I don't want to rant. But, Piggy's a banger. But, it's also a confusing-ass story. But, you know what? I'm going to move on to another note, because this I don't even understand, because the infected can't talk, so whatever. The next note reads as follows: A statewide evacuation has begun. I've been assigned to stay here and defend this place for as long as I can, along with a few others. Hopefully the promised backup comes soon. So this was probably written by one of the soldiers, meaning that they were supposed to defend, but somehow failed their mission and became voice crack. But somehow failed their mission and became Killer Army men. The next note, the final note in Outpost reads as follows. Everyone is turning. We need to evacuate now. It won't be safe here for much longer. This means the people/soldiers who left was safe and those who didn't got affected like zombies. Now, I promised I wouldn't do 11.5, the memory chapter, this video, but you know what? To give y'all a little treat, let's go over the notes for them, and then if anything, I'll make a whole separate video going into detail about everything in that chapter. But I'll just go over the notes and how it relates to this overall story.
I didn't hit you with my car. Your car happened to get in my way, and I was like, I ain't gonna stop here. I gotta go.
So the first note we find in this kind of weird sort of dream, I don't even know what it is. So the first note we find is, they were fine when they came back, but a few hours later while you were sleeping, something came over them. They weren't the same. This explains that S128 has a delayed effect and will work after a few hours. S128 is, I think, a code word for the coronavirus, not the coronavirus, this infection. The next note says, now you relive that night every time you sleep. This could be talking about the fact that whenever George goes to sleep, he relives that nightmare, making George think that maybe us, Zizzy, or Pony are actually infected. And then the final note says, where to, George? Honestly, this might mean that the infected tried to hunt George, but he got away. Honestly, I don't know. But in summary, that's all the notes I actually found. But guys, the notes are not the only thing that's getting us to the general summary and the general conclusion to the story. There's also secret Easter eggs, clues, and many things that many people have missed. I'm still digging up clues and Easter egg secrets. I'm still digging it, but I have a whole list, and I'm looking at a bunch of YouTubers' theory videos, and there's some things that they haven't found, and I've come up to the conclusion. So that video should be coming out probably this Friday, so be on the lookout for that, because I'm telling you, get ready. I don't want to spoil anything. Get ready, guys. But that's going to do it for this notes kind of video, guys. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Please let me know your theories in the comments below. Also, guys, make sure you join the Discord and put in the video idea section your video idea. I do every single video idea, including eating a child, which should be coming out this weekend. There's a lot of things coming, guys. So if you haven't already, make sure you hit the subscribe button and comment down below any criticism or anything you want to see different on this channel. And that's basically it, guys. Make sure you hit that like button. I comment on everyone's comment, no matter how bad or good. Yeah, that's going to do it, guys. Thank you all so much. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace!
महबूब दे देखने कारण